What's going on, everybody? We are back with Rogue Legacy 2, and we have some very good news. We have a final, potentially final, road to release roadmap. So there's a ton of updates here, a ton of cool stuff to see and know about. So let's just go ahead and hop into it. So they started off by discussing about how it's been a little bit since the last roadmap update, and that they are still on track for a Q2 release, which is huge. Up here in this graphic, you can see the percent of the way they are done with everything. As you can see, ending sequence 60%, final boss 60, story 95, localization 95. As it goes, they're basically wrapping up everything with optimization being the lowest percent, and in total, on average, 70% done, which is great to see considering it's February and they're going for Q2. That is pretty good progress. Here we have a GIF of what looks like a new class. It looks like a staff with some sort of cool looking hat. We'll have to see if this is a fabled weapon or a standalone class. I'm not really positive, but we'll see. Considering that the hat is different, this is probably a new class though. This is just my thoughts. And it looks like that they're hoping this is the final interim update and that the next post will have the official release date. We'll see if that holds true or not, but that is what they are saying right now. Moving on, we have the ending sequence. This is a big thing that they have been working on. They want it to be engaging. They want it to be, they want it to feel important. It's the ending sequence in the game. So they're working on that. And right alongside that, we have the final boss. They are on step 8 out of 10 for the final boss. So pretty significant progress on that. They are going to be wrapping that up. The story is completed, just going through some revisions. And a big thing for everybody who is not, English is not your first language, localization and translations have been going very strongly. Here's a screenshot of a translated Lamech fight. They have been working on it. And then a complete list for 1.0 is 10 languages. We have French, German, Russian, Italian, Spanish, Brazilian Portuguese, Turkish, Korean, and Chinese simplified and traditional. And they will always consider additional languages for the future. So that is the final list as of right now for languages. If you don't see your language listed there, I suppose you could recommend that it be translated and, see what happens there. Moving on, there is additional content to be added, a finalized skill tree and biome-altering burdens. Here is a GIF of an example of the Kerguelen Plateau biome-altering burden. I'm going to pull up some tweets after we go through this that show a little more detail. But this is an example of a biome-altering burden that is mentioned here. Again, optimization and what is next. So it's still no release date. They don't want to, commit to a release date, which is understandable, especially, things always change. But Q2 2022 is still the goal. And another thing, there is a second song for the new biome, for the tower biome. Tower Biome only had one song, so it finally has its second song. That is it for the roadmap update, at least posted on Steam. Let's go ahead and pull up the Twitter account as I was closing my OBS settings. Here, some important things to note. Do you think a full release on the consoles, maybe fall? Official Cellular Games account posted, sounds highly possible. So that is far away from a confirmation from a console release, but they are eyeballing a fall release for consoles, which would honestly be pretty huge. That is something pretty cool. Let's go back up to their account. Here is, again, mention of the frozen nightmares, which would force players to break through the encroaching ice first before you can put them to sleep. Here in the GIF, it looks like the character is spin kicking the ice away, similar to how you would handle the ice attacks from enemies. And yeah, here's again about the songs. That is pretty much it for the update. It was just a small little thing, but it is nice to hear from the devs and know that we are still on track for a Q2 release. That in itself is huge. And I love that we are still on track for everything. And, hopefully we will hear a release date in the coming months. But regardless, thank you for everyone tuning in. If you have any questions about the release or anything regarding the game, just let me know down in the comments. I'll answer what I can. But until next time, Thank you for liking and subscribing to my account and my channel. I really appreciate it. Hope to see you guys next time.